Ladies and gentlemen, it is a true honor. Please help me welcome to the stage with a warm round of applause, Dr. Marwan Al Zarouni. Dr. Marwan, welcome to the TOMORROW Conference.
Thank you.
Stage is yours, sir.
Thank you. First of all, welcome everyone to Dubai. We are truly standing in a time whereas everybody has their eyes on Dubai. Dubai is becoming not the Tomorrow Conference, but the Tomorrow City. And where else but Dubai is the best place, and now is the best time to host this kind of conference. So I would like to thank first and foremost Zoran for bringing this amazing conference to Dubai and really getting the people's attention on what we're doing here in Dubai. The UAE, or the United Arab Emirates, is the first country in the world to take huge risks and embrace new ideas that no one else in the world could dare to embrace. We are the first country in the world that has a minister of possibilities, a ministry of possibilities. Imagine that. We have, in Arabic, is actually called the Ministry of Nothing Impossible. There are a lot of ideas that could not be realized within our boxes, within our constraints. And whatever cannot be addressed by any kind of, minister or government department, we are open to conversation. We are open to involve anybody to come and tell us what to do and how we can solve different problems. The United Arab Emirates is also host to the first ever Minister of AI. And they did not get a guy who is an older guy or an expert in IT. They got a young guy with a huge vision for what AI could bring us. This is the kind of mentality that drives the future. This is the kind of mentality that really enables and empowers us not to only build things right now, but build things for the future, for tomorrow, for getting things done by the young people who are going to live in that world, not for us right now. So I'll use two hats now. I'll tell you what we do as Digital Dubai as the first thing, and then the second thing is what we're planning to do as Dubai Blockchain Center as well. So we'll start with Digital Dubai. One of the things that we've done very early on as Digital Dubai is technology adoption. When cryptocurrencies came out, everybody was talking about why don't governments really jump into the cryptocurrency space. We did not do that. We realized that the value is in the technology first. So in 2016, Dubai launched its blockchain strategy, and that lasted between 2016 till 2020. And for that, the goal was not 50%, 10% of applicable use cases, but 100% of all applicable use cases have to be delivered by 2020. It's a bold statement, very early on in the blockchain technology life cycle, and we had actually done it and done it very successfully. And we set the pace for people to really adopt technology and their logistics and their record keeping and notarization, as well as the use of smart contracts, without even using any snippet or any kind of cryptocurrency, which a lot of people were saying that this is the controversial thing. The rule and the rule of thumb for Dubai and the secret of success is let's agree on what we agree on and let's leave the controversies outside. Once we reach consensus, we built on that. Now, moving forward to 2018, 2019, we experimented a lot with cryptocurrencies, with regulations here. We launched in the UAE in ADGM, cryptocurrency regulation, and DIFC, tokenization regulation, and DMCC. We launched a lot of crypto-related businesses, like an OTC desk, which I'm proud to be the first license in that space. And we really tried through sandbox startups within the space to really push the envelope and really bring in people who are visionary that could not otherwise in other places realize their dreams to come to Dubai and really build things and test things out. And I'm proud to say, in this week actually, VARA launched its cryptocurrency regulations. We are standing here, we are living what other people are dreaming of living. We are actually doing it right now here. You are in the right place, you are in the right circumstance. Right now, it is your time to build. It's your time to really think about and envision what the future could bring. And Dubai did not build this by themselves. Dubai always partnered with their private sector, with other countries. When we actually started using digital government or wanted to build what at that time was called e-government, we actually looked at Singapore as a model and then moved from there and created e-government as a first stage. And then we saw in 2017 the penetration of mobile devices, so we shifted from e-government to smart government. And then with the COVID pandemic, we actually realized that not only did life move to the mobile, but also it became extremely digital. Because of that, all the meetings, all the private sector friction points were all solvable by a digital means. So we shifted from smart government built on mobile phones to fully digital, not only government, but city at all, in general. Every service, like ordering food, buying a car, going to see your doctor digitally, all of it moved to digital. And we couldn't have done it without the private sector. We couldn't have done it without academia. We couldn't have done it with NGOs. And that being said, these bridges between us and our partners worldwide, in Europe and the US, is extremely important. It is always around user-centric solutions, digital solutions, and standards that we agree on that can push us forward. Workshops, focus groups, all these kind of tools are extremely important. And I'm glad to say that we are currently working with the European Blockchain Association to push this even further, this cooperation to new levels where we can bridge the gaps, we can do knowledge transfers, we can actually practically, through sandboxes and other knowledge sharing kind of platforms, to push the envelope of what can be done. Not only here for us in Dubai, but in Europe and across the whole world. That brings us to the economy. And Dubai realizes that this is an extreme growth area for the economy, for the UAE, and also for the world. Dubai has recently launched two initiatives, actually. One was called D33, which is actually doubling the GDP for Dubai by 2033. And the digital economy is an essential part within that goal. Not only that, but a couple of days ago, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed announced that he's actually receiving, or he launched a call to receive research papers around the use of AI to improve people's lives rather than cost people jobs, for the positive effects of AI, including GPT. That sets the pace for what we want to do here in Dubai, sets the tone of how we perceive the digital economy. We want the adoption, we want the cooperation, and we want to scale at large with our partners. I'm going to shift a little bit now to Dubai Blockchain Center. I started Dubai Blockchain Center back in 2018 in May, one day before Ramadan, and His Highness Sheikh Mohammed was, when he inaugurated it as part of Area 2071, he really had the vision of, by 2071, with the centennial of the creation of the UAE, to make Dubai the melting pot of all these talents that come around the world, the happiest city in the world, the most technologically advanced city in the world. And Dubai Blockchain Center is part of that. So when we started, the focus was on Dubai. And I'm very happy to announce today, from this stage, that we are actually moving outside of Dubai. We've hosted the Satoshi Roundtable event, which with 400 different thought leaders within the blockchain and cryptocurrency space. And within that meeting, we decided that this is too big to be just Dubai. We're going to go first to the UAE, and then to the GCC, and then global. This is the vision that we set, and we're going to bring not only people who are within the community, but also people who actually can help us from outside, because together we can do much more. And Dubai Blockchain Center will be now called Bitcoin and Blockchain Center. This is not only because of the Satoshi Roundtable, but also because of the VARA announcement, where we can show through our identity that we are welcoming not only blockchain technology, but also Bitcoin, which is the de facto digital means of exchanging value in a lot of countries, not only here in the modern world, because we don't realize the value of Bitcoin within this kind of economy, but in the economies of the areas where technology is now and the monetary value is going down, Bitcoin will play a huge role. So that's it for now. Thank you very much. But before I leave, I want to bring in 3 guys here to the stage. Khalifa, Tariq, and Abdurrahman. Tariq doesn't want to come. Khalifa is speaking, I think, after me, so I might as well have him on stage. But without these gentlemen and the gentleman sitting in the corner, this wouldn't have been possible. So Khalifa and Tariq, both of them, were part of the first classes that we did in Dubai Blockchain Center. And Khalifa is now a very kind of big deal in the UAE, and he is basically the advisor for the Minister of Economy on the metaverse and emerging technology. Abdurrahman is one of the best people I know that understand the gaming economy, and he was way before any of this play to earn or Web3 gaming started. He's a trailblazer that created a very visionary conference called MetaCon. And with this conference, this year they are actually going completely virtual in the metaverse, which is, again, unprecedented. And I would like to just shed light on that and really give them the praise that they deserve. So thank you, both of you. And thank you, everyone. And thank you, Zoran, again, for bringing this conference to Dubai. And hopefully this year and next year will be much more events coming to this region. And your event next year will be much bigger, not only as size-wise, but also embracing the metaverse technology that we are pushing for here with the metaverse strategy for the UAE. Thank you very much.
Dr. Marwan, sorry, just one moment. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Can we please have you just for 2 more minutes for some questions? Yeah?
Yeah,
all right.
sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, does anybody have a question for Dr. Marwan? Any questions? We have one there. We've got the lady up there on the stage. 1 second, the microphone is coming your way. Any other questions, just so I know? All right. Sorry. Okay, and we've got
Pekka, yes.
Just one
Again,
moment, please.
Pekka, come to the stage. I'll share my mic with you.
Right, okay. Thank you for the great presentation, embracing the magnific Dubai. But a question concerning the new name of the Dubai Blockchain Center. Why only Bitcoin?
Good
Thank you,
good
sir.
question.
Thank you.
Because we want to do things in stages, okay? So when we started, hold on, let me put the mic on. That's going to make things complicated. So why not blockchain and digital assets, or Bitcoin and digital assets center, or all these? We actually debated all the stuff. We want to do things in stages. So I think just to bring clarity, Bitcoin and blockchain are the drivers. Actually, they're interchangeable, both of them. And the reason we put Bitcoin there and not digital assets is the digital asset as term is very vague. anything can be considered as digital asset. If we call it crypto assets also, it becomes a very vague term. So Bitcoin and blockchain is a much more clearer understanding and shows the vision for us for adoption. We are this year are focusing on adoption. Adoption in emerging economies. We've seen a lot of countries, I don't want to name names, but there are countries in Africa that are now going to central bank digital currencies. They are doing things that might actually affect how the economy is driven in that country or in those countries. So we want to give people an alternative economy kind of solution with Bitcoin to start with, because let alone, the Bitcoin by itself there's a huge barrier for entry. If you introduce digital currencies, you make it even harder. So initially, of course, we're going to start with Bitcoin, but the idea, and thank you, Pekka, for asking that question, the idea eventually is to tokenize everything with blockchain technology. So maybe in the next phase, tomorrow, hypothetically speaking, we will be launching a similar initiative, which is to tokenize everything, tokenizing the world, basically.
Excellent. I think we got time for one more question. We've got the lady up there, if you don't mind, sir. We'll just take the question from the lady.
Thank you for your great opening for this
Sorry, can you
conference.
introduce yourself, if you don't mind?
My name is Uni from Los Angeles, California.
And what do you do, Uni?
I'm here for importing business.
Okay, go ahead.
And you mentioned about e-government changing to smart government.
Can you repeat that? We didn't hear.
E-government transformed to smart government. Is
Yes.
it talking about Dubai only or ERA?
Dubai's e-government was actually changed its name from e-government to Smart Dubai in 2017, when we had the launch of things like Apple smartphones as well as the Android operating system. And that was actually a vision by His Highness that everything will move to the mobile. And there's a famous picture of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed holding a mobile phone and saying, like pointing to it and saying, this is where everything will go to, all our applications. And that was very early, pretty early in the smartphone race. And taking that leap of faith and this huge technological leap and making that a must, that you don't have a choice, you are moving to this and setting it not only by brand, but by actions with deadlines that you have to do this. I'll give you another extremely inspirational story about His Highness Sheikh Mohammed. Back in 2000, when he launched something called Dubai Internet City, he told every government leader in Dubai that if you do not have a use case for an e-service by October that year, sign and deliver your resignation. Wow. There is no choice. When technology comes, when adoption is low, you have to make bold statements and bold choices, not only by branding, but also by direction and literally setting putting your foot down and setting the deadline for achieving that achievement, which in this case was e-services. So Dubai, we do that. Actually, this is part of our brand, part of our vision, actually.
One last question before we move on. Gentlemen, please introduce yourself.
Hello, yeah. My name is Praveen. I'm the CEO of a company from Kerala, from India. A company name is Safe Software. I also have a company registered at DTech here. So I really would like to appreciate the initiative that Dubai is initiating on the metaverse, and world comes to understand about metaverse blockchain here. And one question that, you mentioned about Africa and other countries. Today, I believe that Dubai is not the real development center, okay? People are developing from other countries. So my question is basically whether Dubai can initiate a very strong e-learning system on understanding the technologies so that people at a very, very cost effective, because today it's been very expensive studying. So I just want to know about whether that facility is already available or it is spread, because even in Kerala, there is a Kerala Blockchain Academy where it's very cost effective and people across the world are getting into this. So why can't Dubai be the initiator to offer this so that everybody can really enjoy this amazing technology? Thank you.
Thank you. So initially when we launched Dubai Blockchain Center in 2018, the goal was to say that this is a Dubai initiative, right? But theoretically that was true for maybe the first year, But in the second year, we started going outside. So we worked with a lot of other partners. We had 19 different blockchain centers that we worked with between 2018 till 2020. So in 2 years, we were in 19 different blockchain centers as associates of Dubai Blockchain Center. And we shared courses, we shared even speakers coming in and going back. I visited the first blockchain center, which was in Australia. But what we want to do right now is even go bigger and like really growth areas. We're not going to wait for other blockchain centers to join our ecosystem or to partner with us. We are actually going to go to other, we're going to publish actually a kind of code of ethics for other blockchain centers. This could be in India, this could be in Africa and South America and Southeast Asia and the US. For anyone who wants to build a blockchain center, they don't have to start from scratch. They don't have to spend a lot of money to start it. We have built the groundwork, you know, and you can take it as long as you stick to our code of conduct. We don't want blockchain centers to be, scammy or have the wrong focus. As long as you stick to the very basic principles of how you should grow your ecosystem, then we are more than happy to help you grow it.
Dr. Marwan, thank you very much for your time and support. Ladies and gentlemen, please, once more, a round of applause for Dr. Marwan Al Zarouni.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate the support. All right, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, Dr. Marwan, just a quick question. There were still a few people who wanted to ask questions. How can people find out more? How can they get some advice or possibly reach out?
There's going to be a guy called Amr here. He's our CEO. He's right there.
There he is.
You can either reach me. If I'm not there, he's my twin.
Sounds good. Thank you very much, Doctor. We
All right,
appreciate
take
it.
care.